Good morning. Cheers. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to New York. I've been in New York for about a week now, I think. No, that's a lie. Like literally 3 days. Only 3 days. I got back Tuesday and it is now Friday. Today is a summer Friday for me, which basically means that I don't have work today. Different companies do it in different ways and different teams within my company do it in different ways. So normally on summer Friday, for those of you guys that don't work 9 to 5, means that you get a half day every Friday during the summer. But the way that my team does it at my company is that we just get 6 Fridays off in the summer instead of having 12 half days, which I honestly kind of personally like because I have like 6 3-day weekends, or I think I have like even 4 3-day weekends and then 2 4-day weekends because I took off a Friday on some weekends where I also have Monday off. So it's actually really nice. I have never worked for a company that participated in a summer Friday. My last company did, but my team didn't because we were a 24/7 IT team, so we didn't get like holidays or summer Fridays or like really any of the company benefits. I don't know how I did that for so long, but it is what it is. Today is my summer Friday. I figured I would take you guys through a little day in my life. I have some appointments today. I have to get my blood drawn at 11, and then I booked a solid core class for 12. Whether or not that was a good idea, we're gonna find out. I think I only have to do like a little bit of a blood drawing. It's just for some tests that I have to get done. I don't think that'll make me lightheaded or anything like that. I don't enjoy getting my blood drawn, but I don't think it'll have any, it's not like I'm getting like a bunch done, you know what I mean? So I should be okay for that 12 o'clock solid core class, but I guess we are gonna find out. I just made a little yogurt bowl to put some food in my body before I get my day started. It's like 10 o'clock now and I'm gonna leave here at 10:30, I think. I don't know how far away the place is, I need to check. I also got Starbucks this morning, as you guys saw. I went with my original OG order, which is just an iced coffee with 2 bumps of vanilla and sweet cream cold foam on the top. Honestly, it's not hitting. Starbucks in general just hasn't been hitting lately, but this order is really not hitting, but it was free because I had stars, so I guess I can't really complain, you know? But anyways, I just wanted to say, welcome back to the channel, welcome to a little daily vlog, and I hope you guys enjoy. First of all, I know I look rough. I literally walked everywhere. I did not get on the subway once, and that was not my plan. But I didn't realize that there wasn't a subway that ran up to the lab that I needed to get to do the blood work. So I ended up walking 20 minutes up there. And then from there, the solid core class that I booked was another 15-minute walk, making that a total of 35 minutes. So then by the time I was on the solid core, which by the way, good class, always humbling, literally can't feel my legs now. By the time I was done with that class, I could have either taken the train back down to my apartment and transferred twice, or I could have just walked. So I decided just to walk back the 35 minutes, and I popped into Barnes & Noble, Strand Bookstore, Nordstrom Rack, and then just kind of like made a leisurely stroll back to my apartment. So now we're finally here, and it is 3 o'clock. Keep in mind I left at 10:30 this morning, so I've been out and about walking around for a while now, and that is why I literally look so disheveled and gross at the moment, and my face is greasy. And I'm gonna do a little unboxing for you guys because I got 2 huge Amazon packages in the mail while I was gone. One of them is kind of exciting, it's books, spoiler alert, and the other one is like just basic household items, but I figured I'd share everything because if you're nosy like me, it's always fun to see what other people get from Amazon. So let's start with the books, since that's apparently the first box that I just cut open. I am almost out of books to read. I only have 1 left, so I need to stock up a little bit. And I only buy like 4 or 5 books at a time from Amazon. I know some people buy 10, 20 books at once or just collectively buy them as they see them, but I just can't justify spending like $100 on books at once, so I'll buy a few, and then once I'm done reading those, I'll buy a few more. So here is my restock haul. I bought A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I've heard amazing things about this book. I feel like it's a pretty popular fantasy book right now. Carter Sullivan talks about the series a lot, and she said she really liked it. I come and go with fantasy books. It really takes like a very good fantasy book to really catch my attention and keep my attention. but I've heard really great things about this, so I'm very excited to read this. Then I got Prodigy, which is the second book in the Legend series. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the second book in the Legend series. I really liked the first book. It was a very easy read. I like literally whizzed through it, and there are only 3 books in the series, 3 or 4 I think. So I decided to pick up the second book because why not? Then I picked up a psychological thriller. You guys know that Lucinda Berry is one of my favorite psychological thriller authors. She writes some of the best psychological thrillers that you will ever read. In my opinion, I just think that she really understands how to write that specific genre, and whenever I read her books, it feels like I'm watching an episode of Criminal Minds. I used to eat that stuff up when I was younger, so that's I think why I love her writing and her books. But this one is called Phantom Limb. The cover is like low-key kind of creepy, but I'm here for it. I'll read the back of this one just because I feel like this isn't a well-known book versus the other 2 are pretty well-known books. So this one says, Emily and Elizabeth spend their childhood locked in a bedroom, terrorized by a mother who drinks too much and disappears for days. The identical twins are rescued by a family determined to be their saviors, but there's some horrors love can't erase. Elizabeth wakes in a hospital, strapped to her bed, unable to move or speak. The last thing she remembers is finding Emily's body in their bathroom. Days before, she was falling in love and starting college. Now she's surrounded by men who talk to themselves and women who pull out their eyebrows. As she delves deeper into the mystery surrounding Emily's death, she discovers shocking secrets and holes in her memory that force her to remember what she's worked so hard to forget. The beatings, the blood, and the special friend. Her life spins out of control at a terrifying speed as she desperately tries to unravel the psychological puzzle of her past before it's too late. Kind of sounds like The Silent Patient. If you guys have ever read that book, that is like the most popular psychological thriller book in the market right now. That is also one of the best books I've ever read, and I feel like that storyline is kind of similar to this storyline, so I'm very excited about it. Although I would say, just based off the back, probably trigger warnings to assault, sexual assault, and either suicide or murder. Probably the worst trigger warnings that you could have for a book, but if you like psychological thrillers, that's kind of the themes of most books. So there's that. And then the last one I picked up is, I literally just forgot how to read this. That's how like disheveled my mind is from being out all day. Is The Hotel Nantucket by Ellen Hilderbrand. I hadn't realized that I've read her books before. There's one book called like The Summer of '69, and I found it when I was at home because I bought a bunch of books years ago and I just never ended up reading them, and they sat in my nightstand in Virginia. And so I wanted to see if I wanted to bring any of those books back with me. And I found a book that I had of hers and completely forgot that I read it. And I actually like loved that book. It's not on my Goodreads anymore because this was before I had Goodreads. But I forgot that I like actually really loved it and her writing style, and it was like the perfect summer read. So I picked up The Hotel Nantucket, which is also a very popular book that is on the market right now. I think it's her newest book. I'll give you guys a little snippet. Fresh off a bad breakup with a longtime boyfriend, Nantucket sweetheart Lisbeth Keaton is desperately seeking a second act. When she's named the general manager of the newly renovated Hotel Nantucket, a Gilded Age gem rescued from neglect, she hopes that her local expertise and the charismatic staff can win the favor of their London billionaire owner, Xavier Darling, as well as that of Shelley Carpenter, the wildly popular Instagram tastemaker who can help put them back on the map. And while the Hotel Nantucket appears to be a blissful paradise, complete with a celebrity chef-run restaurant and idyllic wellness center, there's a lot of drama behind closed doors. The staff and guests have complicated pasts, and the hotel can't seem to overcome the bad reputation it earned in 1922 when a tragic fire killed 19-year-old chambermaid Grace Hadley. With Grace gleefully haunting the halls, a staff harboring all kinds of secrets, and Lisbeth's own romantic uncertainty, is the Hotel Nantucket destined for success or doom? I have heard the trigger warning for this is that there's like a ghost story somewhere in this, and based off of the little thing that I just read, it kind of sounds like there's a ghost in it, which you wouldn't expect based off of like the first half of that description. So I feel like the ghost story is gonna kind of be like randomly thrown in there, but nonetheless I'm excited to read it, and this will probably be my next read, that or this one, because I'm literally so excited to read that. But I'm reading a different book right now, so I need to finish that up fast so that I can move on to the next books. Right now I need to move on to the next package. I said this was going to be a quick unboxing, and here we are 8 minutes into it, so sorry about that, guys. This is not going to be as exciting as the book haul. But also, why do they put all this in there? Like, I'm sorry, but my toilet paper is not going to get damaged. You don't need to put this in there. Toilet paper, garbage bags, Ziploc bags, and deodorant. Told you it wasn't exciting. I always order my home essentials from Amazon because they're, one, so much more expensive at the Target in New York City. Everything in New York is expensive, but for some reason Target in New York City, you literally pay like $15 for peanut butter. So I always buy basics such as garbage bags, toilet paper, stuff like that from Amazon. And I figured I'd just throw the deodorant in it while I had the big order placed anyways. So that is it for my little Amazon haul. I just finished taking a shower and cleaning up my apartment. I still hadn't like really fully unpacked from my trip to Virginia, so I just unpacked my backpack and put away things that I left out from that trip. And now I need to sit down and I need to do some work on my laptop. I have some YouTube work to do, and I also am thinking I want to knock out some schoolwork for next week. I'm finished with my schoolwork for this week. I just started my marketing class, so it was like module 1, which was pretty much like easy work. It was like a lecture and then a discussion post and a quiz, which is pretty standard. But I think that since I finished my module 1 work, I want to get a jump start on my module 2 work, because I'm gonna have to do module 2 and module 3 next week since I'm leaving for my cruise with my friends the following week. I did all of this when I went on my cruise in May as well, and it just worked out really well, so I'm gonna try to do that again. And yeah, that's about it, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I feel so much better now that I took a shower, and it's like kind of raining outside, so I feel like I don't really have any other choice other than to sit in my apartment and be productive. Like, I had my morning out in the city, I exercised, I got some vitamin D in, and now it's time to like really sit down and grind. So that is what we're gonna do.
The simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know.
Sob when they cut onions, because I am not well. My eyes are freaking burning every single time I cut an onion. It looks like I just had a full-on mental breakdown, and in reality I'm just trying to make some guacamole. It hurts, I'm in pain. I am the drama right now, but I don't know why my eyes are so sensitive to cutting onions. This happens literally every single time. You literally can't tell because it's all fogged up, but I just finished making some guac. That's what I was cutting the onions for, and then I put the rest of the onions in a bag because I'm making tacos later. We're gonna have a little taco and wine night tonight. I don't know if we were gonna go to a bar after, but I'm honestly not sure if that's gonna happen. The weather is literally so nasty outside, and it hasn't stopped raining. I think it's still raining. Honestly, can't really tell. We're gonna have a little taco night, then go to a bar, and then we are waking up semi-early tomorrow to do a few apartment tours, and we're gonna do smorgasbord in Jersey City, so I'm excited for that. But that was the original plan for tonight. We're still gonna have tacos, but I'm honestly unsure if the bar thing is gonna happen anymore. I wouldn't be too mad about it because I just like haven't been into going out within the recent months. I'll go out occasionally, but I haven't been doing it every single weekend, so we shall see. But I just started the prep for that because I wanted the guac to be cold by the time we're eating it. Just use a simple recipe: tomatoes, garlic, onion, avocado, obviously, salt and pepper. I keep my guac super simple. I don't like it spicy. I just want it to be like a flavorful little mix. Watch me win at tennis.
For all in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't.
Literally lost.
I should be the last.
But you know what's so annoying is that it was out like 3 times and they didn't give me the point. They just gave him the point, so this game is rigged.
Show me where the ending.
It is rigged. You heard it here first. Nintendo Switch, Wii Sports, rigged.
I should be the last to know.
Yep. Let the record show that maybe I'm not good at tennis, but I'm good at bowling. Take that.